Folks, today and tomorrow you're going to watch the Indian contemporary cinema right here in this town at the German Culture Center near the Verizon Center, the Chinatown. And it is being organized by India Visions, and the director of India Visions is here with us. His name is Sukumar Srinivasan, and welcome, sir.
Pleasure to be here.
Tell me a little bit about this film festival. What kind of films are being displayed?
These are 4 very diverse films in 4 very different Indian languages, and which have done the festival circuit throughout the world. They represent contemporary Indian cinema, and probably showcasing the best of Indian cinema.
Let's talk a little bit about the films. The very first one is Firak. What is it about?
Firak is set about a month after the 2002 communal riots in Gujarat, where Hindus and Muslims living together suddenly erupted into communal riots. And so this story is set just at that time and showcases 4 or 5 stories of people caught up in that.
Based on real stories or based on...
Based on thousands of little real stories. It's not one real story, so it represents what happened during that whole period.
And I know this is being directed by very good actress.
Correct. Nadita Das has done a lot of cinema, especially in Malayalam cinema. And so this is her first attempt, her debut attempt at being on the other side of the camera, being a filmmaker. And it's a brilliant piece of work.
Is she going to come in and actually talk about the film?
I wish. She's busy with a film in India. We don't have any directors this time.
Now, the number 2 is Janala. In English, they call it The Window. Now, what language and what kind of movie is that?
This is done by a veteran Bengali filmmaker, Buddhadev Das Gupta. And he's been doing films for many, many years in Bengali. The story is about a young couple very much in love in Calcutta, modern-day Calcutta. But the man has got an idealistic streak, and on a chance visit to his school, he sees an old window that he used to look out of as a child. And the school is falling apart, so he decides to donate a brand new window to the school, and things take a convoluted turn for the worse after that. But the veteran filmmaker, in his quirky way, he always superimposes some other story, and he's got a parallel plot line dealing with circus performers, and he pokes fun at Indian society through satire, and that's his the trademark.
Now tell me, how do you select the movies? You must spend a lot of time trying to go through the hundreds of these movies, right?
True. Ideally, I would love to travel around the world, watch these films, and pick out the best that we can showcase. But time and finances don't allow me to do that. So I take a shortcut where I actually go to the festival, the websites, and see what they've selected, like the Toronto Film Festival or the Cannes Film Festival. And I look through their selection, and they have panels who have selected these, they cull through hundreds, if not thousands of films, and selected the best. And so I look through that and look at the descriptions and see what sounds interesting, and so I bring them in.
You know, last year I came to your film festival, folks, and I saw a movie called Rockstar, which turned out to be a commercial hit after coming into D.C.
That's wonderful. I mean, we did give it a lot of publicity after the fact, and we, it got more press in India.
But for those folks who don't understand how this business works, you have the film festival circuits, which is where the films are displayed. And then you have a commercial arena where the films are distributed. How do those 2 work?
Every filmmaker's goal is to create a buzz with his or her film at the festival circuit. Beyond that, obviously, they want to make it into some kind of a viable entity as well. And so
commercial success, make some money out of it.
Exactly, and because many times these independent filmmakers are pretty much putting their life savings into most of these films, and finding a production company or a distribution company that will pick it up and distribute it and make it commercially viable is the ultimate goal.
Now, these are from 2008 to 2009,
Correct.
That's right? The third one here is Mokhapata, the cover page. Right. What is that about, and which language?
This is in Kannada, and again, it's another actress turned director. This is her first debut, a feature film. It's about a young woman who is very broad-minded, even though she comes from a very traditional background. She adopts a child and then realizes later that this child is suffering from HIV/AIDS. That doesn't stop her from loving the child as if it was her own, and she continues to nurture it and fights the society to show that all they need is caring and nurturing and loving, and they're just people after all.
You know, subtitles are extremely important. I mean, I go to some of these movies, or even I've watched MHC films. Subtitles can actually be very powerful, though they don't carry all of the essence of the movie, the nuances of the language. And I know Marathi or Bengali or Tamil, they have nuances that you can actually enjoy if you knew the language. But the subtitles nowadays are pretty strong, pretty good.
Absolutely.
What do you think?
Absolutely. I mean, I think subtitling has become an art form too, because you have to encapsulate all that is being said in that scene with just one sentence, and
That's
then
right.
bring it across, because people have to read and watch the film as well. So it's a process where you're visually looking at it, but you have to scan the subtitle also.
Now, what kind of people go to film festival? I mean, this is something very special. People have to have a certain mood, a certain look at the film or the cinema. What kind of people come to these film festivals?
We've tried to look at who comes, the demographics of who come, and many times